Today, there is no doubt that Iran's religious dictatorship is the primary driver of regional instability. It is the head of the snake of war and terrorism. Its removal, however, is the responsibility and goal of the Iranian people and their organized resistance. They have the will, the organization, and a capable network of resistance units on the ground. The unyielding resolve of the Iranian resistance, especially the MEK's resistance units, in toppling the oppressive regime has served as an inspiration for Iran's rebellious youth as they defy the regime and focus on the IRGC and centers of despotic rule. Still, Western capitals must fulfill their responsibility to decisively counter the rogue regime in Tehran by holding it accountable and formulating and implementing a coherent and effective Iran policy. The bipartisan House Resolution H.Res.1148 has offered a solid blueprint. A unified resolve across both sides of the Atlantic, aligned with the Iranian people's efforts, is essential. Western capitals must decisively abandon their 4-decade-long flawed policy of appeasing the Tehran tyrants at the expense of the Iranian people and their democratic resistance. Mrs. Maryam Rajavi, President-elect of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, NCRI, has proposed a clear roadmap. First, designate the IRGC as a terrorist entity and fully enforce it. Second, activate the snapback mechanism according to UN Security Council Resolution 2231 and reinstate all sanctions against the regime, place the regime under Chapter 7 of the UN Charter, and third, recognize the Iranian people's struggle to overthrow the regime and support the young Iranians fighting against the terrorist IRGC. Indeed, now is high time for the West to do its share.